Hey guys, it's Tuesday the 16th of June. Welcome to your Tuesday morning workout. I've got a nice little one for you this morning. It's a quick one. Today we've got a descending ladder. So we've got 24, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4. So a descending rep scheme. And we've got three different movements for you. We've got a 4-point heel taps, or heel taps over a ball or an object or something. We've got burpees, which are going to get the midline and the heart rate going. And we've got alternating Cossack Squats, which is going to get the legs and the glutes firing. Okay, and we're doing 24 reps of those, 24 there, 24 there, 20, 20, 20, 16, 16, 16, 12, 12, 12, 8, 8, 8, 4. And a lot of the intention of a descending rep scheme is to be able to maintain intensity. So we're going to start hard, try and maintain a good pace the whole way through. Normally what happened if you had to do, say, 15 or 20 minutes of this at a high volume of reps every single round, you're going to start having a breakdown in technique and form because you start developing fatigue, you can't maintain your form or your consistency of mechanics, and then you're going to start seeing everything go for a ball of chalk. So by descending rep scheme, we're trying to maintain the consistency of mechanics the whole way through, make sure that you can maintain good technique, and that also then you're able to start getting a little bit faster and faster through the workout while maintaining a high level of intensity with good mechanics. Okay, so that's the descending rep scheme. And then as soon as you've done that, we're going for a 1 mile run. Woo! Okay, 1600 meters. Make sure you've got it skipped out. If you're not going to run, you can skip, you can row, you can do star jumps, or you can just leave the run out completely if you really want to leave the run out. But a good 6, 7, 8 minute run to go for a nice fast run. Okay, let's go through the different movements. So 4-point heel taps. Let's have a look at what we got. So if you've got some kind of an object, right, we can do this. So we're going to lie on the floor. Stomach's nice and tight. Make sure you're connecting the rib cage. I don't want you to feel the work in the low back. And we're just going to do feet over the top, straight legs first. Hop over the top, 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 top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1. What am I doing? 1, 2, yeah, 24 in total, all right? You're going to fire up the stomach. If you feel there's too much work in the low back or you're not strong enough to keep the legs straight, bend the knees slightly, bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees. If you don't like that over the ball or over the object, you can do a normal sit-up, 24 sit-ups, chin tucked in, top of the toes, 1, top of the toes, or feet up in the air, either alternating, 1, 2, straight legs, 3, or even just a heel tap. So anything that's going to take 24 reps to get that midline nice and firing. Okay, so next one, we're going to go into burpees. So burpees, you know, side, standing position, hands into the floor. Okay, make sure you're not going into the knees. Knees are hips. Stretching the hamstrings, kick back, knees to floor, chest to floor, pop up, 1, hips back, hop up, 2. If you're not doing chest to floor to save your shoulders, you're doing a kick back and stand, or you're doing a step back, knees to floor, chest to floor. You don't have to do the knees to floor, kick back up, step back for your burpees. Get that heart rate nice and going. If you feel that there's too much work in your hips or your low back or your shoulders, you can even go into an air squat, hips back, air squat for your burpees. Okay, that's going to get the hinging going, and then we're going into a Cossack squat. So your Cossack squat, we will already have done the warm up. Okay, but we're looking for all the way down, hips nice and deep, press 1, nice and deep, 2. You're making sure that you're keeping the weight in the heels. I don't want to see this knee coming forward. Hips are back, side, up, side, side, depending on your level of mobility and strength. If your Cossack squats aren't any good, you're going to reverse lunge, 1. So reverse lunge, or if you're not doing reverse lunges, you'll have to choose. If you're going to do kickbacks, then you can do squats as an alternative for your lunges. If you're doing squats instead of your burpees, then you may have to find another movement to do instead of lunges or air squats for your lunges. Okay guys, so that's pretty easy. 4 different movements, stomach's working, lungs working on the burpees, squats, Cossack squats side to side, lunges or squats, but then make sure you're doing kickbacks over there. 24, 20, 16, 20, should be pretty fast. Try and maintain a good pace the whole way through. As soon as you're done, head out for your run. 1600 meters, a good 6, 7, 8 minutes of it if it's a good pace. And that's your workout for today. Nice and easy. Okay guys, enjoy it. Stick around for the warm-up if we're going to do the warm-up with you. Okay guys, so the warm-up, we're going to run, row, skip. So if you're going to be doing the 1 mile run a little bit later at the end of the workout, then use this time in the warm-up to get running warm. Okay, make sure you go out slow, start with a slow walk, get into a bit of a slow jog, faster jog by the end of the warm-up. Make sure you picked up the pace a little bit. Then come back in. If you're not doing a run, you can skip, you can do jumping jacks, still getting the heart rate up. We're going to do 20 push-ups, we're going to do 20 Russian twists, 10 glute bridges to get the glutes firing, 10 good mornings for hamstrings and lower back, 10 mountain climbers for shoulder and scapular girdle and midline work. And then we're going to do another little run there. Okay, so you're 20 push-ups. All right, so starting with the knees on the floor. If you're doing push-ups, if your shoulders are good, remember, not the lower back arching, lower tummy tucked in, midline nice and tight. The hips and the chest have to touch the floor at the same time. So I'm not snaking down into the lower back. Hips touch, press. A good position for the hands, make sure the elbows aren't too wide. Hands nice and tight to the chest, elbows tucked in. Okay, stomach tight, not pressing up into a snake. Press the hips, engage abdominals, lift, press. 1, knees to floor, chest to floor, elbows tucked in. 2, knees to floor, chest to floor. Push up. 3, if you're doing a strict push up, stomach tight, chest, hips to floor. Press back up on the push ups. Okay, from that we're going to go into Russian twists. So 20 Russian twists. If you've got a medicine ball or a dumbbell or a kettlebell or something that you can use to weight, make sure that ribcage stays connected. Elbows stay nice and tight, connecting the ribcage there, and then going from side to side. So if you've got the ball, touch the side, touch, touch, touch. The big thing with twisting is that the lower back wants to take the work. So you've got to connect, pull the belly button down, hold. If you're going to use the ball, okay, same thing, touching to the side, keep those elbows tucked in. If you want to lift your feet, that'll make it a little bit more difficult. Touch the side, side, side. Right guys, then without the ball, elbows tucked inside, try and get as much rotation through your core as possible. Touch the side, and touch. So you're feeling those internal and external obliques working. A little bit more difficult. Feet off the floor, side, side, side. If you don't like that hinging position, or you'd like that leaning back into your low back position, and your stomach can't handle or your back can't handle it, lying on your back, legs up into the air, and you're either going to walk across the body, okay, or a little bit more work across, 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 or even just shorter leg movements. The more you take your leg out straight, the more work somebody has to do in holding that position. Okay, otherwise just keep the leg slightly shorter to get the leg and the midline working. Okay, then from that we're going to go into glute bridges. So feet and knees are together, shoulder blades back, one leg up into the air, weight in the heels, and push up from this hip. Hip presses up, open up the hip as much as possible, exhale, roll down, 1, press up, exhale, roll down, 2, press, exhale, roll down, 3, do 10 on the one side, 10 on the other side. Your focus is to try and the hips pressing upwards. So this is what needs to work. 10 left, 10 right, that's your glute bridges. From that we're going to go into good morning. So we're going to come into a standing position. And nice stretch to the hamstring. So we're looking for an extension through the hips, or extension through the back I should say. And we're just pushing through the hips. Okay, nice stretch, hamstrings, glutes, low back, back straight, chest up. I don't see any round back, shoulders back, and stand. 1, hips press back, up, and press. So you can just reach towards the middle of the shins, press. If you want to put more weight onto the head and the shoulders, you can press back, up, press, squeeze the glutes, up, press, squeeze the glutes. Those are going to be your good mornings. 10 of those, hamstrings, glutes, stretching and firing. Last one, mountain climbers, so back onto the floor again. And from there, shoulders over the top of the hands again. Okay, make sure you're tightening up into this part of the shoulder girdle here. Connected rib cage. Rib cage connected. 1 knee comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The slower you go, the more controlled. Shoulder blades pull back into place, rib cage connected. And that's your 10 mountain climbers. That's 1 round. If you feel like you need to do another round, you can do another round. When you're done with that, go for another 400-meter run. Try and pick up the pace a little bit this time. Try and find the pace that you're going to try and hit that 1 mile run at. Run, come back in. If you're not going to run, skip for 2 minutes. Come back in, and then we're going to go for a little bit more of workout prep. Prepare the workout. I'm going to review each one of the movements that you can use for the workout. Let's have a look and see what those are. So your first one, you got a 6-point burpee. Okay, so 6 points means your feet on the floor, knees on the floor, hands on the floor. Those are your 6 points. You've got 5 burpees, 10 strict sit-ups, 4-point heel taps, air squats, Cossack squats. So your burpees, 6-point burpee or just a normal burpee. You don't think you need to do 6 and 5. It's just hands to floor, jump back, hips to floor, knees to floor, chest to floor, push back up. So make sure you're comfortable with the burpee. If you're not with that, it's either a kick back or a step back with a push-up or without the push-up. That's going to be a burpee. From that, we're going to go into your strict sit-ups. So strict sit-up is going to keep your hands behind your head. So feet flat, knees together, chin tucked in, up. You're going to come up as high as you can. See, mate? Only get you there. Up, press, pull, elbows through the middle. 1. A little bit more controlled, a little bit slower. 2. So what we're not doing is we're not throwing the hands forward to get that momentum and work into the midline. Tummy tuck there, pull, hips touch. 1. 2, my chin stays tucked in, my lower back stays nice and flat. Make sure there's no work in the lower back. Sit-ups, heel taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your heel taps. Air squats. Okay, review your air squats. Okay, we remember the air squats, we're warming up the hips and the knees, hips pressing back. Nice and deep, the air squats, up, pressing. That should get you nice and warm. And then with your Cossack squats, if you're going to use Cossack squats, is just use the movement first. Bit of mobility, press the hips, stretch inside the legs. 3, 2, 1. Press hips. 3, 2, 1. We haven't done much mobility as part of those warm-ups. So use the workout prep to get the required mobility you need inside those adductors so that you can do your Cossack squats for the workout. 3, 2, 1, still stretch. 3, 2, 1, still stretch. Side. 3, 2, 1. As much as you need to from side to side till eventually you can do your full 1, 2, 3. If you're not doing Cossack squats, same thing. Hips press back. 1. Go through your lunges. Get lunge warm. Give yourself 1 or 2 rounds, 5 or 6 reps of each of the movements that you use for the workout. Same thing. Make sure your scaling is correct. Make sure you're happy with your movements. Set your clock. 3, 2, 1. Go for your workout. 24, 20, 16, 12, 8 of heel taps, burpees, Cossack squats. That's your Tuesday workout. Good job, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.